Larry Toadman of Trementina, New Mexico, just stepped onto the stage of a magic show after being picked at random from the crowd. Larry Toadman's great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather looked nothing like a toad. In fact, Leroy, the Toadman, as he was known by his peers, was quite handsome. He had a pet toad named Anthony that he kept in his pocket. Therefore, the nickname Toadman stuck very well. Larry, unfortunately, closely resembled a toad. He never knew the origin of his name and always just assumed that Toadmans have always looked like toads. The truth of the matter is Roger, the grandson of Leroy, married Emma Tuckle and named their son Maximilian Toadman. The Tuckles were known far and wide for their thick, strong necks. Then a few more generations went by, and Tyler Toadman and his wife, Tina Toadman, moved far south. They learned the best way for a Toadman body to beat the heat is becoming extremely oily and early onset baldness for both men and women of the Toadman family. This story is not about Larry Toadman. Well, not exactly. Larry Toadman is about to die in 2 minutes when a wormhole opens directly in the center of his forehead. The spirit that was once Larry Toadman will travel back and forth through time and space, reincarnating and dying thousands of times before reincarnating into the body known as Parb Biskel, a prisoner of Captain Tundlin Fishko of the Jupiter colony. 3 officers stepped into the cell to take Parb to her execution. When one of the officers put both of her hands behind her back, she spontaneously grew 3 more and held a glass knife she had made to another officer's throat, demanding, "Back off!" The officer let go of her original hands and she grabbed his wormhole disc off his belt. "Come on, man, that's why they make thief-proof cases," one of the officers bemoaned. "They're just too uncomfortable for me," said the officer whose wormhole disc was stolen. Parb couldn't care less about their conversation. She set the destination for random, habitable planet surface. She threw the disc on the ground and wormhole appeared above it. Parb leapt through the blurry doorway and instantly bent down to pick up the disc, closing the wormhole. She had found herself on stage next to a horrified man. He had the right to be horrified. He had just watched a toad-looking man get sucked into some kind of portal and a 5-armed lady jump out the other side. The audience, however, was far away enough to believe that this was all part of the trick and exploded into the biggest applause this theater had ever experienced, causing it to collapse in on itself. Not a single soul survived the wreckage.